What's up? This is Mustache Dave here. I'm joined this evening on After Hours with Mustache Dave by my main man, Shaffer. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming in.
It's going good. It's going good. I mean, I've been better, but it's going good, Dave. How are you?
You've been better. All right. We'll just dive right into this. Does this have to do with your Twitter lately? Something about what is it? Wax?
Yeah, it's cryptocurrency based, but yeah. Other than that, I'm wonderful.
All right. So, basic questions before I get into that. This is After Hours with Mustache Dave, as mentioned, and we're sponsored by PUBG Pro. I'll put their link down below, and Red Zone PUBG. They're also content creators, and we'll actually hear from one of their guys later. Actually, the guy later. But let's get right into it. So, Shaffer, give us you're the PUBG's own crypto king. That's what they're calling you. But how'd you get your name? How'd you get your name, Shaffer?
Shaffer is actually just my last name. When I first switched over to kind of gaming into a professional level, the first thing we were doing as teams back in Counter-Strike was making your alias your last name.
Okay.
So it just seemed to be easier. I mean, my name before this had all kinds of different names to where it didn't make much sense to use that on a professional level.
Like what? Like XX Shaffer 69 or what's an example?
I mean, are we PG friendly here and everything, or?
I mean, it's my show, so lately, season 2, I started saying bitch, so we're allowed. That's approved. Bitch and ass is approved. Okay. How dirty was the name? I mean,
one of my previous names was Long Dong Lloyd.
Long Dong Lloyd. Okay.
But mainly before that, it was like Psycho, Y2L, stuff like that.
Okay. So thanks for that brief little background. Now you are on Check 6. What is your role? Because are you the leader of Check 6, or how does that work out?
Currently, I guess you would say that. Basically, how Check 6 and I work together is I used to play professional Counter-Strike for them a long time ago, and they just recently started the org back up. They contacted me. We started talking about the future in PUBG. So they had me just kind of, my initial thoughts were that I could just make a team of some of the guys that I just played casually with. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't working out. There was actually a bigger skill gap than I had thought. So what I did was I went out on like a solo venture with Check 6 behind me. I ended up finding the guys used to be called CC.
Okay, I remember them actually. Yeah, CC.
Yeah, started playing with them, and then from there was a couple roster changes that happened due to, some people wanted to take it more seriously, some people weren't able to. And then I just kind of filled into a full-time role there, and I brought the org to them to where, they were happy to be with a professional org, and the org was happy to have them.
Okay.
And then now it's just down to, really, there's just 2 of us, and we're still trying out 2 new people, so...
So there's 2 main guys.
Goes, I don't know.
There's only 2 main guys you're saying right now. Because I remember 2 weeks ago you guys were in kind of the 2017 PUBG Online type of finals. You guys did pretty good. You finished top 5, I believe, or 6th place, something pretty high.
Yeah, I think we got 6th.
Yeah,
we missed
6th place
or 5th by a point.
But, overall. So I mean that's pretty decent. I mean that was a 2-day event, best of 8 type of deal. So. Or best of 6, I don't remember, but so there's only 2 of you guys left on the squad from then.
No, we used 2 ringers there as well. We used a backup. We have a full-time backup. His name's Derb Dog. He's actually from the team that I originally started.
Okay.
We used him, and then we used another guy named Punaji just to fill in. So I mean, we essentially just threw together a roster to play in the event, and just ended up getting. I think we got at least 1 win. We might have gotten 2. I don't know, something like that. And then a couple other decent finishes. And I mean, it's not a game to where in a short-term event where one weekend event, you can't throw together a roster and get a little lucky. And
yeah, of course.
A couple circles, you can do it. So.
Of course. So then talking about Check 6, what's your role then? Like, since there's only 2 of you, I know it can be pretty hard to kind of define it, but like, are you an in-game leader, or do you guys just not have those type of defined roles yet, just simply because there's 2 of you and you're still kind of testing out the waters, one would say?
when I joined CC, I didn't want to be a leader, the in-game leader. We had a different one. However, now I am going to take that role. I feel like with the new map coming out, also I have different ideologies on how things should be done that I think could be more beneficial, taking more risks to reap more rewards out of it. So I'll continue as our IGL for now.
All right, cool. So talking about competitive scene development or whatnot, have you been around since the very beginning? I mean, how long have you been playing PUBG?
I started playing PUBG back before it was pre-alpha. Actually, Sammy Poopy Queen reached out to me.
Wow.
Before the buildings had textures on it, and I started playing it. But at the time, I was playing H1Z1 competitively, so I didn't have enough time to devote to it playing as well. I liked it. I wanted to wait for it to get more polished before I even tried to play it even more.
Okay.
But now I would say I've probably been playing at least full-time PUBG. Let's see, probably 7 months now, 6 months, something like that. Wow. So relatively new in it, I guess.
Yeah. All right, but okay. So since when you joined, I guess my question is, the scene's changed as far as competitive play goes. I just kind of want your take on it. Like, has it been progressing kind of for the better, or what would you like to see happen within the competitive scene? I guess, like, if you had one kind of tip to give out to people in charge, I guess.
You mean the people that are running the tournaments? And
everything? Just people running the tournaments. Just a generic or a specific type of thing that, as a player who participates in them, you might want to see.
I mean, if we're talking in a sense of leagues, I think the idea, like in a perfect world, we're talking about a PUBG Pro League, similar to the Overwatch Pro League, now coming out as the H1Z1 Pro League, the Counter-Strike Pro League, E-League and whatnot. Yeah, something like that would be ideal. I don't know if it's ready for that yet. I still think there's a lot of bugs to work out as far as what's the best scoring system for one. Let's try to get everyone on the same scoring system first, so that when you go to play in a match on Monday, you know that the same score is the same thing that you have to play for on Tuesday.
All right, so like for like example, you want kills to kind of be worth more, or like what are you talking about here? The scoring system, like 100 points for first place. Like, what's the ideal scoring system that Shaffer would like to see?
I love the scoring system that Awesome used in the first season. The first season, I believe it was 32 points for first, and it was 1 point per kill.
Okay.
And it scaled down. I think second place dropped down to like 25 points. So there was a pretty good bonus right there. 7 kills, or 7 points difference, which amounted to 7 kills from second to first, and it scaled down. And I think the reason that system was good is because kills are so influential in your final positioning that it makes for a better spectator game as well. And I'm just trying to think for the future. I mean, I come from a game that's H1Z1 and then before that Counter-Strike for a majority of the time. And I know that as a spectator of any game, you don't want to watch people sitting there deciding what building they want to hold.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see if this guy can headshot this guy from 600 meters away, because it actually means something. And right now, there's just no point in fighting early on if it's not worth it.
All right, I agree with you. Just a kind of off-topic question here. Have you been shopping yet for Christmas? Do you celebrate it, or?
I celebrated. Have I done shopping yet?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, did you buy?
Browse.
Yeah, did you buy anything for somebody yet?
I have. I have done a little bit of Christmas shopping.
All right. So what'd you buy?
I bought. Well, I won't talk about that. I actually bought KrypoKitties. I don't know if you know what they are.
Hey, thanks for actually saying that, because that was kind of my next segment here. You know, the reason I'm asking you what you bought, because I feel like you're a rich guy. Just like reading your stuff, you know, for example, the wax thing. And I'm actually real curious about all this stuff. I just recently kind of got into it. I don't know if you heard about Nice Hash. That's kind of like the lazy person's mining technique or whatnot. Then they got
cloud mining. Yeah.
Okay, and then they got hacked or whatever 2 weeks ago, and now they're back up. But you know about Nice Hash. Do you mine or you just kind of invest?
I don't mine yet. The end game goal for me is to raise enough money to be able to mine on a level to where I would need a private space for it. The idea is the funds I want to raise for it is it's about $250,000. I'm going to split it with me and 2 other guys. We're trying to raise $250,000 to be able to mine on an industrial level to where it's worth it. Right now, it's not profitable to mine unless you really have the right equipment behind it, and it's just so expensive right now. So as far as a rich guy goes, no, quite the opposite.
Rich, I mean, to me, like you said, you tweeted, I spent $600 in wax, and now it's $10K. That's a lot to me, man. $10,000.
Listen, $10,000 is a lot to me too. But the reason a lot of people are misconstruing these tweets is earlier this year, I made an investment into Ripple in January. I'll tell you the story. Initially, we were going to put $1,000 in, me and the 2 buddies that I'm talking about.
Okay.
And at the time, Ripple was fraction of a penny. So $1,000 would have gotten us a lot.
Yeah.
I ended up only having $68 in Bitcoin at the time. So I put that in and I didn't go back I forgot about it.
Okay.
And in 3 months, in March, I sold that $60 of Ripple for $4,000.
Wow.
What that means is if I would have followed through, we would have followed through and put our $1,000 in, we would have cashed out $70,000.
So Ripple's what, the 4th largest coin right now, right? As far as market value.
Yeah, it's up even more. At the time I sold it at, it was 28 cents. It's now over $1.
Yeah.
But that's where I got initially started in
Ripple.
Crypto.
Okay.
It's all of profit. It's not like I'm taking money out of my pocket because I don't have it to invest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I try to tell people to do it. In no way, shape, or form do I consider myself an expert, a professional, even good at this. I simply put out my thoughts on it for the people that tend to watch my stream or have followed, my career around in gaming. But as far as Wax Token goes, it was a $600 ICO that came out. At $600 at the time got me what turns out now to be 6,000. Not shares. They're not shares. They're called 6,000 tokens.
Yeah.
When it was first published 3 days ago on an exchange, it was selling for $10 per token, which would have mounted me $60,000, which is life-changing money for someone like me, especially because I take out half of it and I use it for living, and then I keep the other half in my investing, trying to get it to a point to where I can mine. And now I still have not received my wax tokens, even though everyone else has, other than like 2% of the people that deposited. And it's currently trading for less than $2 per.
I understand. You haven't received them.
With this ICO, it's a little different. When you invest and everyone gets their token, normally on an ICO, you invest, and then when they decide to give out the tokens for everyone that invests, normally it all comes out at once. Everyone gets their tokens at the same time. Mm-hmm. This ICO, for some reason, was not the same way. And there's some people that still haven't received their tokens. And unfortunately,
so you're losing money pretty much every day you don't receive it.
Every time that I've said a word or I've taken a breath since the coin was released, I've lost at least $5.
Oh, man.
And so, I mean, it's frustrating. In the end, if I get my coins today and I sell them, I still make about $10,000 on a $600 investment.
Yeah, which is
so I can't
awesome.
be too upset from that. But the point is $60,000 is a big difference than $10,000, especially when $10,000 is life-changing money for someone. You know? $60,000 is just even more.
So, but before we wrap this up, you kind of made a touch of it, and I'm kind of curious too. Are you comfortable with PUBG's own Crypto King? I mean, are you comfortable with that title? Because I feel like you're the only guy that's so deep into this cryptocurrency right now within the pro scene. So, I mean, the title is just granted to you, man, unless you know of someone else who is heavier.
I know of a lot of people that are heavier. I don't know about in the PUBG scene.
Exactly,
However,
exactly.
I wouldn't amount me any sort of king in the crypto world. I think to get some sort of title like that, you would have to do it on a much higher level. I'm doing it on a minuscule level in comparison to some of these other guys. When I lose a profit, I lose $60. Some of these guys lose thousands and thousands. All
right. Well, okay, so you're not comfortable with the title yet. I'll still give it to you though, until you show me someone else within the scene. But KrypoKitties, should I buy one or what? I mean, I know it's kind of just like a clip art type of deal. You breed them. I'm into it, but I'm not into the fact that you have to continue paying in order for them to breed, like gas or something. I mean, but what do you think, man? What do you think? Should I buy one, or should people out there buy them that are watching this?
I won't comment on if you should or shouldn't buy them because I don't know enough about them myself. I just did a little research on them the other day. But my initial thought process on it is it's a collectible. It's the Beanie Babies of the crypto world. There are certain rare ones. There's, or like Pokemon, some people would call it. There's certain rare ones that could be worth a ton. And the fact of breeding them is actually not, you look at it as you have to pay to breed them, but you should look at it as the fact that, man, this is kind of like a money printing machine. If I have a rare one, I want to breed that other rare one with other rare ones and keep creating them and selling them. And there's some of those crypto that are selling for like 100,000 Ether, which Ether over $800 right now. So you're talking, but there's also penny ones as well. Yeah,
there's also penny ones, but yeah, like it's crazy that they're selling for that much. So we're gonna rewind real quick. One more question with PUBG, then we're gonna take a quick break, and then we got a couple segments after the break. But I know it's only two of you guys right now on Check 6. You have some ringers, as you call them. But do you guys, as a squad, have kind of an enemy, an arch rival yet out there on the competitive scene? Just like, do you have a rivalry? Like Cloud9, TSM, they hate each other. Does Check 6 have a rivalry kind of similar to that?
I would say we have a little rivalry going with Shoot to Kill. Do we hate each other? I actually like all those guys.
Okay.
And I think they like us. But we seem to keep running into them everywhere we go. Lately, actually, before that, FlyQuest and us had every game we just seem to run each other. But on another level, we've got Shoot to Kill, and then even Space Station. There was a time period right there for like 3 weeks in a row where one of us would finish in the top 5, the other one would finish like right out of it because the other one killed the other one. So
wow.
We don't have one org that we have a rivalry. Who do I dislike the most?
Hold up, you talking about a player? I don't know. Do you want to say that?
I don't know. Anyone that makes a ton of money right now, I dislike them out of envy and jealousy.
All right. So it's purely out of jealousy. Well, we'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. We gotta run some commercials, and when we come back, we have a couple fun segments. So hang in there. Thanks again, Shaffer, for joining me this evening, and we'll be right back.
He's over here.
I think Cody's gonna go downstairs.
He's over by you, Zip, but I swear I fucking saw someone over here, man.
There was one over here.
I see him.
Cody's
He's over here on me. See it? There he is.
No, you can't say that.
No, there's a prank.
Dude, you can't hit a shot on me.
You hit one shot on you.
Oh, hey, oh my
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Dude, he missed 30 rounds of a Groza.
He missed 30. He hit one bullet. He missed 29 rounds of a Groza.
He hit me with
One bullet.
one bullet of a fucking full magazine. Yeah.
You hit him 3 times, he's not dead yet?
Well, 3 times doesn't kill in this game.
Can you believe it, Mum?
How many times you gotta hit him?
20. Early access, man.
20 times?
Yeah.
20 times?
You wanna borrow my glasses?
Yeah, I'll borrow your glasses. Give me your glasses. I'm busting my balls over there. She's always busting my balls, dude. It's my first game of the day. I'm warming up. I missed one shot. She's already busting my
Who
balls.
said that?
Irvington. Oh, fuck, that hurt.
What's up? This is After Hours with Mustache Dave. I'm Mustache Dave. We're back. Oh, this guy, he's drinking some Soylent, I believe. He loves that stuff. Shaffer, thanks for sticking around with me. I see your cat. It looks like the same cat. It just keeps pacing behind you at least 4 times now in circles. What's the cat's name?
That's Stitch. I have 2, Milo and Stitch.
Milo. Oh, wow. Great names. Okay. Well, you cats distracted me. I'm not gonna lie, threw me off. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We've been doing this new segment called the Sauce Boss Hotline. So I'm gonna open it up, and we're gonna get a call in from one of the viewers, and they're pretty much gonna ask you whatever. I don't know what they're gonna ask you, so hopefully it's appropriate. But open up the Sauce Boss Hotline right now. We actually have a call in from my main man, Crimson. That's the guy that I mentioned. He's from Red Zone, PUBG, the content creators. Crimson, how's it going?
Hey Dave, hey, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for calling in. So we got Shaffer here. Floor is yours.
Yeah, hey Shaffer. Just want to say Dave, big fan of the show, long time watcher, first time caller. I'm just gonna call in for Shaffer, just about something that's splitting a lot of opinions at the moment, which is Miramar, the new map. What's your thoughts on it, and specifically, do you think it's something we're gonna see in competitive play on a regular basis?
I hope so, man. I say that now. Talk to me in a couple weeks. However, I'm a little bored with the current meta where, it's a circle pops and you got 90% of the server in cars driving to the next building in hopes that it's not taken. And I think Miramar has enough nooks and crannies to where we might be able to change that. It is huge though, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for it though.
All right. Crimson, you got anything else you want to add to that, or?
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I think it's gonna be good.
All right. Thanks for calling in. So, talking about the 1.0, in particular, Miramar, we have a couple new weapons, couple new vehicles. I'm actually in love with the map. That's the only map I want to play right now, just because it's fresh, it's new, and kind of like you mentioned, the cars aspect. I kind of feel like they got nerfed pretty big. Like, I just feel like they're not useless, right? Like, they have their use, but just with all the deflays, all the hills, I see myself on foot, more or less, and with the sniper as well. A sniper is a must. What are your thoughts on the new map? I mean, I know you kind of want, it's new, right? And we want to see it in competitive, but do you have any major kind of dislikes or likes about it right now?
Well, my major likes about it is, you're absolutely right. I think that with all of the hills and the mountains and the scaling and everything, cars are not a necessity. You can actually go on foot as a team and feel confident that if there's someone in this building that's coming up on you in 200 meters, that you won't just die to a firing squad because there's enough hill and defilade to kind of hide behind. The downside is I dread the day where one of these final circles are in these cities where you're going to have probably 10 teams in one of these buildings on each different floor.
Oh, yeah. The big, 10-story apartment type of buildings.
Yeah, and then we got away from water with the new map, which is awesome. However, there are so many different places to salvage as a solo player. There are about 1,000 different truck beds that you can lay down in the back of in each of these cities.
Salvage, is that kind of like the term, the insurance policy? I guess that's kind of what you call, if you're a solo member, you're alone in your squad, you're the last one alive, you kind of just go for placements. Is that kind of what you mean by salvage?
Yeah, I mean, say you get unlucky early on, or you lose a team fight early on, and you're getting down pretty easy. You try to have at least one guy during that fight. Your in-game leader should call, "Hey, salvage! Someone salvage! Mark salvage!" And then that guy should peel off and try to survive as long as possible by strictly staying under the radar and never having a kill. That guy probably shouldn't have a kill unless he's fighting in the top 5 and he's forced to. You want that guy to just survive for placement, because if he survives and gets top 8, top 9-ish by himself, that gives you guys a chance to stay consistent with your placings throughout the tournament or league or whatever it is.
Yeah, I like that term. I've never heard it before. So what are your thoughts on the Winchester? Do you pass it over, or do you always make sure to kind of have it just so you can practice with it? I mean, you said you love it, but is it like one of those weapons that you kind of always want, or not really?
In public games, or for fun, I love it. I feel like I'm out there, like I'm the sheriff of the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, for sure.
in the competitive scene, an IEM tournament comes up and it's $100,000, I'm probably going to go with a different gun.
All right. Fair, I guess.
Just because you do have to stand still for a split second. And in competitive, if you stand still for a split second, it's not the guy that you're fighting that you necessarily have to worry about. It's the 10 other guys that hear your bullets that are just going to blast your head off.
For sure. So what's your ideal loadout then for competitive play on Miramar? I know it's tough. It's tough getting that list, the whole list.
No, mine's easy, actually. It's a
easy?
car and an AK.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of what you look for on this map. And that's kind of your security blanket, I guess you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. And do you have a favorite location yet, or kind of just going with the flow?
There's a place called, it's like a big-ass mansion called Patron. Something Patron.
Okay.
That's kind of like the area I like to drop to because it's a lot of kills. It's kind of like the new school. But it actually has really good loot.
Okay, yeah. I've actually recently discovered there's like a tunnel system in the map, like a cave. It's got lots of loot. You should check it out. This video is out there.
South of Los Leones.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sweet. Going into competitive play, I would love for a circle to end on that area because
that would be pretty crazy.
It'd be pretty crazy, but so I got a little segment here. Kind of just before we're done with the interview, we'll let you go on for the night. Did you eat already? You gonna go eat? What are you eating tonight?
Didn't you just see me eat? I'm actually eating as we do this with this nice soylent.
That's like your dinner? Like it looked like chocolate milk. I didn't know. I don't really know what it is. I don't really know what it is.
It tastes like chocolate milk.
So it's a meal replacement.
It's a meal replacement. It's a 20% of your daily intake for whatnot. So I usually have one of those if I'm not going to eat a big meal. I try not to make it my complete meal replacement. I'm too fat for that. However, it's a great snack where it can get you through a meal and then just get back on your regular thing. As far as dinner goes, I don't know, actually. I don't know that I'll probably just stick with the soylent. I stay pretty full for that. And it's already 6, so I'll probably get to bed a little bit early tonight too.
I mean, I feel like I'll drink the soylent with my dinner because it looks like chocolate milk. I don't know. I guess it fills you up, is what you're saying. So, all right. So back to the segment. It's kind of how woke are you? All right. We just started it last episode. So I get all my facts, right, from urbandictionary.com. So this is legit stuff. I don't want you Googling it. I don't want you looking this up. I'm just going to test how woke you are, how current you are with today's slang and lingo. All right. So best guess. I know you look scared over there. I don't want to hear no typing.
I'm old in gamer years.
So I'm going to give you, this one's easy. I feel like you've used this before. I'm going to start easy. And these are all like today's top trending words. So what do you think flip a bitch means? Like, and if you need me to use it in a sentence, I can.
I prefer you to, yeah.
Oh man, I missed the turn. I need to flip a bitch.
Oh, well, that's easy. That's from the movie SWAT. And when he goes, yo, flip the bitch. And then I'm flipping the bitch, where he turns his car into 360 or 180. Sorry.
Okay. So it's a illegal U-turn. So that one was easy. We got 2 more here. All right. And they get a little harder. All right. So you're with your partner, all right? And they're like, the bank's closed. You try to go in for the kiss, and they're like, the bank is closed. Now, it's not really dirty, so don't think it's dirty. It's innocent. It's a popular slang word from the 1920s, all right? So what do you think that means, the bank's closed? So you went to kiss your partner. She said the bank is, or whoever, they said the bank is closed.
I don't know. You don't write something about don't write. I don't know. Checks that you're, I don't know, that you can't cash or something. I don't know.
I kind of get what you're saying. If you give up, I'll tell you. But
the bank's closed.
The bank's closed.
I mean, I assume that like the kiss is supposed to be the money, right? You can't get the money out.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So you just can't get the kiss, I guess is what you're saying. Yeah. It's kind of a weird one.
Dirty.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be dirty, so it's kind of hard to find words on Urban Dictionary that aren't like so dirty. So it just means your partner doesn't want to kiss you in return, and they say the bank is closed. So this one's a little dirty, a little nasty, but it just had me laughing. Spiced rum. What do you think? What do you think spiced rum is? Someone's like
Captain Morgan's. It's a drink.
No, not the drink though. It's the slang term. Like I just went to the bathroom. I left a spiced rum in there. Stay out. Stay out. My stomach hurts.
It means poop?
I just
or
left
a smell of poop? What the hell?
I just left a spiced rum in the toilet. What do you think that means?
I mean, I assume it just means they left a bad smell in there.
All right. Pretty close. So it's when your stomach's upset, use the toilet, and you use a rich brown hue left in the toilet. So I guess it's really your stomach is super upset. It's not just your normal run-of-the-mill log. It's spiced rum. It's spiced rum.
I got one for you, Dave.
All right. Yeah, hit me.
This is one that I just learned, actually. So I want to see if you're hipper than me. Thought. Do you know what a thought is?
Like you're referring
if I were to use it in a sentence real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Look at that thought over there.
Yeah. So it's like a hoe. Like a hoe.
Yeah. Dude, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
Like, I saw it on some TV show. I'm like, what?
Dude, I'm woke as fuck. All right, so thanks for participating in How Woke Are You segment. Thanks for taking our viewer calls. Thanks for talking about KrypoKitties and Check 6 Gaming. So before I let you go, let's give us some shout outs. Let the people know how they can follow you, how they can find you. I know you stream almost every day. Actually, I pop in there here and there. I don't really type. Maybe I will. But I'm one of those lurkers. I lurk a lot of streams, so I apologize if you don't like that. But let the people know. Let them know.
You can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Shaffer, Twitter, Shaffer Gaming. For all the Check 6 stuff, it's the same thing. Check 6 Gaming is the Twitter. Check 6 spelled out .gg for the website. Thanks to all of our sponsors that we have with Check 6 as well, which is Lucid Sound. Oh, I was pointing to it as if you guys could see. Oh, you can see that, can you?
I can see your headphones. Yep.
And then also, I think we just hope it's announced the OP Seats deal that we have in place. And then, of course, just everyone at the Check 6 org, honestly, they've been really big with us.
Wow.
And acquire.ca, who does all of our merchandise.
Well, oh, that's like shirts and stuff, mouse pads. What is that?
Pro gear, bro. Pro hoodies, pro jackets, all of that good stuff.
All right. One more thing. I didn't know if this was like your sponsor or their sponsor. BitConnect. I'm so interested in all this stuff, man. I'm sorry if I keep asking you about it. But I get all these commercials, all these ads. BitConnect. And the guy's like standing in front of his BitConnect screen. He's like, look how much money I got. But is this legit? Like, what do I do? Do I sign up for it? Do I get money? What is BitConnect?
BitConnect's a lending platform. If you're new to crypto, that would be the last thing I would do.
Okay. So it's not like Coinbase, like a wallet kind of system.
No, it's not. It's essentially a coin that you can trade is what BitConnect actually is. However, what you may see is a lending platform where if you buy their coin, you can lend it out to them and they pay you interest on lending that. That's what you may see from some people. BitConnect itself is an actual coin though, just like Bitcoin.
Oh, and they have like their own website platform or all that. So what, do you get anything special if you use your code BitConnect on their website or?
I have referral links all up on my YouTube and whatnot from that. If people are looking to invest in lending platforms, that's something to look into. There's all right. You talked about NiceHash earlier.
Yeah.
There's a new one out now called HashFlare, which is cloud mining, just the same.
Is that with contracts and all that stuff, or
Yep.
is it? Oh, with because NiceHash doesn't have the contracts, so
yeah, they don't have enough yet.
Yeah. So all right, man. Well, thanks for those shout outs. I'm sorry if I threw you off. I was just wondering what that was. I forgot to ask you earlier, but thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. This is After Hours with Mustache Dave. There probably won't be another episode until after Christmas, so you guys have a Merry Christmas, and if you forgot your gifts or whatnot, Go buy some CryptoKitties. Come on, man. Buy them. See you later.
Meow.